The galaxy expected humans to be fragile, reckless anomalies. But when an elite alien diplomat arrived for the first peace evaluation, something happened that shattered every assumption. A mistake, a single glitch, turned the meeting into a catastrophe, and humanity's true nature was finally revealed. Not their technology, not their weapons, but their spirit.
The landing platform blazed under the white sun, polished silver tiles reflecting the descending starship. Crowds of humans stood behind sealed barriers, murmuring with an excitement that trembled like electricity. At the center stood Ambassador Raya Holt, the chosen representative for Earth, calm, focused, unmoving. The alien vessel touched down with a hydraulic hiss. A ramp extended, steaming. Gasps rippled across the platform as the diplomat emerged. He was enormous, 8 feet, crystalline skin refracting sunlight into shards of blue and violet. His eyes glowed a soft, intelligent cyan. His movements were slow, deliberate, every step a calculated gesture of authority. This was Veyrix Tal'Kan, the speaker of one of the most advanced empires in the Orion Arm. The crowd held their breath. Raya stepped forward, offering the universal sign of respect, open hands, palms forward. "Welcome to Earth," she said. But then, a sharp crackle, a sudden surge of static. The translator embedded on Veyrix's shoulder glitched, his own people's prototype. A flicker of corrupted audio blasted outward. "Threat level, extreme, human hostile, prepare for defense." His guards reacted instantly, raising their shimmering halberds. Energy blades ignited. Humans screamed and ducked behind barriers. The air thickened with panic. Raya did not move. "Veyrix," she said, steady as stone, "that is an error." But his sensors, misreading adrenaline spikes among the crowd, interpreted Earth's excitement as aggression. His pulse spiked, crystalline plates tightening into a defensive stance. "You approach, and your species fears me. Fear precedes violence." Raya took one step closer anyway. "Or courage." The alien froze. Her tone wasn't pleading, it wasn't desperate, it was a quiet, immovable truth. "Stand down," Raya said, "or someone gets hurt because of a lie your machine told you." The guards hesitated, but Veyrix lifted a hand. The blades powered down with a hiss. For the first time in his life, the diplomat felt something strange, a small human who wasn't intimidated by him at all.
The council chamber overlooking the landing site shimmered with holographic displays projecting diplomatic symbols. Inside, tension hung like a wire pulled too tight. Veyrix stood rigid, crystalline armor faintly humming. Raya sat across from him, hands folded, posture relaxed. "You risked your life," Veyrix said, voice echoing, "without knowing my intentions." "I knew enough," Raya replied. "You weren't here to kill us. But you assumed despite the warning." "That wasn't a warning, that was a broken machine panicking on your behalf." Veyrix blinked, processing. No species had ever spoken to him like this, not even rival empires. Humans were statistically less advanced, far younger, supposedly unpredictable. Yet Raya spoke as if she had already read him like a book. "My sensors detected fear," Veyrix stated. "Fear doesn't mean hostility. Sometimes fear means awe." He tilted his crystalline head. "Awe? You fear me because I am beautiful?" Raya snorted. "Because you're 8 feet tall, glowing like a radioactive glacier, and your guards ignited weapons over a bad translation." The diplomat paused. Humor. She was using humor in a life-threatening situation. Alien diplomacy texts never accounted for this. "You confuse me," he admitted. "Good, it means you're learning." Another glitch burst from the translator. "Human sarcasm detected. Threat ambiguous." Raya sighed. "Turn that thing off before it starts a war." Veyrix powered it down manually. Silence filled the chamber. For the first time, they truly faced each other without filters. No tech, no translation errors, just intent. "You read emotions like energy," Raya said. "We read intentions like stories." "And what story do you read in me?" Veyrix asked. "That you didn't want today to go wrong." Her eyes softened. "Let's fix it."
For the first time in years, the diplomat felt vulnerability, an emotion his kind had nearly evolved out of. And this small human, with her steady eyes and fearless voice, was forcing him to confront it. "I will try," he said quietly. "Good, then we start again."
As peace talks resumed, unseen hands moved in the maintenance corridors beneath the platform. A figure in a dark utility cloak crouched beside a power junction. His gloved hands rewired the feed connecting to the alien ship's communication array. He muttered, "If humans can't win through strength, they'll win by chaos." A small device beeped. Implant scrambler armed. Above, Raya and Veyrix continued their cautious dialogue. "My people fear unpredictability," Veyrix confessed. "Your species is wild." Raya smirked. "We call it being adaptable." But just as Veyrix opened his mouth to respond, his armor lit up with a blast of red warning symbols. Hostile interference detected. Shield protocols triggered. Veyrix staggered. His energy core flared dangerously bright. Humans outside saw the glow and screamed, believing it an attack. Security forces raised rifles. Alien guards ignited weapons. Chaos exploded. Raya shouted, "Veyrix, look at me!" His vision fractured into prismatic static. He reached out blindly as systems spiraled into defensive overdrive. Someone had hacked him. Someone wanted war. "Guide me," he gasped. Raya stepped toward him, despite human guards begging her to retreat. She grabbed his arm, heat pulsing like molten glass, and grounded him with steady pressure. "Focus on my voice," she commanded. He obeyed. The red glare softened, his internal systems recalibrated around her calm heartbeat, unintentionally detected through his arm. The saboteur below hissed as his device malfunctioned. Raya's proximity, her empathy, created interference his device couldn't account for. He smashed the panel and fled deeper into the corridors. Meanwhile, Veyrix finally steadied, crystalline plates cooling. "You've touched me," he whispered. "To save you," Raya replied. "No one touches a Tal'Kan diplomat. Then your rules need updating." His breath caught, an involuntary reaction humans would have called awe. This human. She wasn't just unpredictable. She was rewriting every law he thought he understood. Raya and Veyrix descended into the maintenance tunnels with a joint security team, humans and aliens walking side by side. The air smelled of metal and ozone, echoing with the hum of machinery. Veyrix's sensors swept the corridors, analyzing tampered circuits. "This sabotage was intentional," he said. "Not human error, not malfunction." Raya nodded grimly. "Someone wants us to frame us." "And you believed it was not my people?" Veyrix asked. "If they wanted war, they wouldn't have sent a diplomat, they'd have sent a fleet." He paused. "You think logically." "Thanks," she said. "You do too." For a moment, the tunnel felt less like a battlefield and more like neutral ground. Then Veyrix detected something, residual heat signatures, faint but distinct. Someone passed through here minutes ago. They followed the trail to a sealed storage chamber. Raya manually bypassed the lock and pushed it open. Inside were explosives, alien-made, paired with human triggers, a perfect blend designed to implicate both sides. Veyrix's jaw tightened. "This is a manufactured war." "By who?" Raya whispered. His eyes dimmed. "Possibly my rivals, possibly your extremists, perhaps both." A distant clatter echoed from the back of the chamber. They spun, just in time to see the saboteur sprinting through an emergency hatch. Raya ran first. Even Veyrix, with longer strides, struggled to keep pace. His crystalline joints whirred under sudden stress. "Your endurance is remarkable," he said between breaths. "We do cardio," she shot back. They reached the hatch, but it slammed shut, locking automatically. The saboteur escaped. Veyrix rested a glowing hand against the wall. "He targeted my systems. He targeted your people's trust. This is a precision operation." "And he's not done," Raya said. Their eyes met. This was no longer diplomacy. This was a partnership. "We stop him together," Veyrix said. Raya extended her hand. "Deal." He stared at it for a long moment. Touch was sacred to his kind, but finally placed his crystalline palm in hers. Warm, solid, unity. The saboteur had retreated into the alien starship itself, a brilliant gamble. Human forces couldn't follow without risking diplomatic violation, and alien systems were now unstable after the earlier hack. But Raya stepped toward the ramp. "I'm going in." Veyrix blocked her with an outstretched arm. "Your presence inside my ship could be misinterpreted. If you die in there, then help me not die." His eyes glowed with shifting blue emotion. "You trust me this much? I trust you more than the guy planting bombs." The alien bowed his head and allowed her aboard. Inside, the ship was a cathedral of crystalline architecture, walls glowing, corridors shifting with programmed geometry. The ship hummed like a living organism. "Stay close," Veyrix said. They moved deeper until they reached a circular chamber containing the ship's energy core, a blazing sphere of blue-white plasma. But something was wrong. Panels were cracked open. A device pulsed on the floor, countdown running. Raya swore. "You rigged your ship to detonate." Veyrix scanned it. This would destroy the ship and half the platform outside. Raya didn't hesitate. She lunged toward the device. "Stop!" Veyrix roared, grabbing her wrist. "You don't know alien circuitry. Then teach me fast." His hands flew over controls, explaining through gritted teeth. She followed, matching his movements with surprising speed. Human intuition filled gaps he couldn't translate fast enough. The countdown hit 10, 9, 8. "Pull the crystal fuse," Veyrix ordered. Raya yanked it out. The device sputtered and died. Silence. Then the core dimmed from dangerous white to calm blue. Veyrix stared at her. You saved my life again. And my crew. And my people." He stepped closer, towering, and bowed his head. "To touch a Tal'Kan once is a privilege. Twice is destiny." Raya chuckled breathlessly. "Let's stick to survival for now." Security footage traced the Saboteur to an unused cargo chamber. Raya and Veyrix approached quietly, their footsteps echoing. Inside, the hooded figure waited, almost as if expecting them. Raya stepped forward. "Take off the hood." The figure did. A human, but not just any human. Commander Haldren, once part of Earth's Security Council before being dismissed for extremist views. "You're endangering billions," Raya snapped. "I'm saving us," Haldren shouted. "The aliens will never treat us as equals, but if we make them fear us—" "You attacked them," she interrupted. "You nearly killed their diplomat. That was the point." Veyrix moved with sudden, terrifying speed. Crystalline plates opened like wings, eyes burning. "You corrupted my systems," he said coldly. "You endangered my people." Haldren smirked. "You overreacted, just like I predicted." Raya stepped between them. "Don't give him what he wants." Veyrix froze, stunned she'd defend him even now. Haldren's smile vanished. "You side with them over your own species?" "I side with peace," Raya said. Veyrix's glow brightened. Not anger, respect. Haldren lunged suddenly, activating a stolen alien blade. Raya dodged but fell backward. The blade swung toward her. Veyrix intercepted. His crystalline arm blocked the strike with a thunderous crack. He lifted Haldren effortlessly and slammed him into the wall, without killing him. "You misunderstand humans," he said coldly. "You think they break easily, but this one," he glanced at Raya, "this one is unbreakable." Haldren spat blood. "So you've fallen for them already?" "No," Veyrix said. "I've learned from them." Raya secured the cuffs. "You're done, Commander." As Haldren was taken away, Veyrix watched him with new understanding, not of human danger, but of human complexity. "You risked yourself again," Veyrix said softly. "So did you." "We will talk about this destiny concept later," he murmured. Raya laughed. "Not a chance." The platform was quiet now, bathed in the warm glow of sunset. The crisis was over. Arrest teams cleared debris while diplomats reassembled in the observation deck. Veyrix stood beside Raya, arms clasped behind his back, crystalline skin glowing amber from the fading light. "Your people asked me what I learned today," he said. "And?" Raya asked. "That humans are far more dangerous than expected." Raya raised an eyebrow. "In what way?"
"In your courage," he said, "in your selflessness, in your refusal to surrender to fear." He turned toward her fully. "You walked into danger again and again for someone you did not know." "That's what humans do," she said. "No," he corrected softly, "that is what great humans do." The chamber filled with murmurs as delegates gathered. Cameras blinked, reporters aimed lenses, galactic attention converged on the two of them. Veyrix raised his hand for silence. "I arrived expecting unpredictability," he announced. "I found honor. I found resilience. I found a spirit my empire has forgotten." The crowd whispered in shock. He continued, "And I found a human who taught me trust without demanding anything in return." Raya flushed slightly. "Diplomat Veyrix." "No," he said gently. "Call me Veyrix. Today we are no longer strangers." He stepped forward, towering above her. Slowly, ceremonially, he extended his hand. Raya placed her hand in his. Cameras exploded with flashes. "This alliance," Veyrix proclaimed, "was forged not by treaties or empires, but by a single human who chose peace over fear." The crowd erupted in applause. But Raya leaned closer and whispered, "You know this isn't over. There will be other threats." Veyrix smiled, an expression his kind rarely used. "Then we face them together." Their joined hands glowed softly as the sun sank behind Earth's skyline, an image that would become legendary across the galaxy. And this is how the story spread. Not of an alien who came to judge humanity, but of a human who taught the galaxy what survival truly means.